What is up, you guys? This is MiniSuperHeroes Today. And today's video is going to have massive spoilers for Marvel's What If. So if you haven't seen the latest episode, or the episode you clicked on this video for, be sure to turn away and come back after you've seen it. Oh man, episode 3 was even better than episode 2. Okay, maybe not, I don't know, I just love all of them so much. But anyways, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to build all of the main characters from episode 3 of Marvel's What If. And you'll notice there's one character that's missing. That's just in case somebody didn't listen to the spoiler warning. Seriously, spoilers in this video, so turn away now if you haven't seen it. But let's get into how to build all of the characters from Fury's Big Week, the 3rd episode of Marvel's What If. So I try to do these videos in as close to chronological order as possible, so let's start off with Nick Fury. This is just the regular old Nick Fury figure that came with the Avengers Helicarrier from 2020, as well as the Spider-Man Far From Home wave of sets, so nothing really special about him, but it is a cool figure to represent Fury. Here we have Black Widow, and this is a really cool character because in this episode, they made her hair like super red, so that was really fun to find a piece to work with for, and the piece I used is the hair from Poison Ivy, the most recent version from LEGO DC as of this video coming out. The face is from Black Widow from Infinity War and all that, so pretty common head, it's come on a lot of different characters. Then of course the torso and legs come from the 2012 version of Black Widow, since that's around the time this episode took place, around 2011-2012 in universe. Here we have Tony Stark sitting in the donut, which was a really cool addition for this episode. But anyways, to build this, I used the torso and legs from the 2012 Iron Man, which of course is the Mark 7 from the first Avengers film. I think it's just the closest we can get to the Iron Man 2 armor as of this video. I gave him a little croissant piece there. It kind of looked like a donut to me, so I put that there. Then the hair and head combo come from the Infinity War Bricktober pack Iron Man, or really it was a Tony Stark, but either way you could use any Tony Stark head and hair, doesn't really matter. Here we have Agent Coulson, who, a lot like Nick Fury, is just the regular old minifigure that came in the LEGO Marvel sets. I believe this figure came out around 2016 or so, I'm pretty sure, but it definitely is a cool representation for Coulson, and hard to beat the official figure when it looks so dang great. So by this point of the episode, Black Widow is being brought in by S.H.I.E.L.D., and we see Brock Rumlow, who would later become Crossbones. So to build this figure, I used the Crossbones torso. I figured since the show kind of foreshadowed Crossbones coming along, I figured I might as well use that torso as well. I threw some black legs on there, and the arms are from Ethan Hunt from LEGO Dimensions, but like Ethan Hunt the character is actually from Mission Impossible. The hair I used is just some regular old Tony Stark hair, come in a lot of places though, and the face is actually from Bucky Barnes from the new LEGO Marvel Collectible Minifigure series. Next up, we have How to Build Hawkeye. I loved seeing Hawkeye again in this episode, and I'm actually pretty amazed. Jeremy Renner is not a half-bad voice actor. Anyways, to build Hawkeye, I did use the torso from the Spy from the LEGO Collectible Minifigure series, with some black legs there. The arms are once again from Ethan Hunt. Pretty crazy we used 2 figures in a row that needed the same arms. Luckily, I have a couple of that figure, but he's getting pretty rare these days. This side, he has a tan hand, and this side he has a black hand, because in the show, if you look closely, he does have like a little, grip thing on his hand here. Of course, he's got his trusty bow and arrow. We've got a little quiver on his back, and the hair and head combo are from the Age of Ultron Hawkeye, because I actually think that's the best-looking Jeremy Renner hair and head combo we've ever gotten. I just think it looks really great, and I wish I had more of that figure, because, man, it just looks so awesome. Next up, we've got Thor, but this is Unworthy Thor because it's from the scene where he goes through the S.H.I.E.L.D. encampment to try and get Mjolnir back. Now, this was an interesting character to build because I actually skipped him in my Thor showcase a long time ago, a couple years ago at this point. Crazy. Anyways, I used some dark blue legs in the torso from Finn from Adventure Time, which came from LEGO Dimensions. That's a lot of came from kind of stuff, but anyways, worked really well for Thor in his short-sleeved look. Then, of course, the hair and head come from Thor from the 2012 era of LEGO sets. Here we have Betty Ross, who, amazing to see her back in the MCU, even if just in animated form. I really love that. The hair is actually a Friends hairpiece. You know, the girls sets Friends? I guess they can be for anybody, but they're definitely marketed at girls. But anyways, the hair comes from that. I think they're from a character named Emily or something. I honestly don't remember. But the face is from Arwen from the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings line of sets, because both Arwen and Betty Ross were played by Liv Tyler. So I thought that that was a good way to kind of bridge the gap and use the same face for both of them. Then the torso and legs are actually from Claire Dearing from Lego Jurassic World from the Bricktober pack. So worked really well for her kind of laboratory outfit, and I really love the way this character turned out. Shortly after seeing Betty Ross, we actually get to see Bruce Banner, too. Really, really cool. And once again, Mark Ruffalo wasn't half bad of a voice actor. I used this kind of, this black hair from Finn. It's come in a lot of different places. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Ruffalo's hair. The face I used is actually from Bruce Banner from Ragnarok or from Infinity War. Since we see him Hulk out, I thought that would be a good head here. The torso is from Jerry Seinfeld, from Seinfeld, of course, and the legs are dark blue legs. Upon watching the episode again, I wasn't sure if we actually got to see his legs or not, but I guess I'll just jump ahead. We do get to see him as the Hulk. He hulks out, and we do see that Hulk has blue pants on. So I used the Endgame Hulk, which is what you see here, and yeah, I thought that that was really cool and really crazy to see Hulk explode. That was just, he literally imploded. Dang Pym particles. Next up, we have Loki. Interestingly, the armor Loki was wearing wasn't exactly like his 2012 Avengers movie armor. It's actually a lot more green. So, for this figure, I used the cape, torso, and legs from Loki from 2020, from the Avengers line of sets from 2020, because I thought it actually looked pretty good. I used this old-style Loki scepter. I cut a little bit of the bottom off, and I cut this side down to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, kind of like the Mind Stone scepter he uses in the 2012 Avengers film. Then, of course, he's got the Loki helmet, and the other thing I added was the face from Loki from the Avengers, or more accurately, Marvel collectible minifigure series. We do briefly see General Ross in this episode, so just like every other time I've built General Ross, I used the hair and face from the J. Jonah Jameson from the 2012-2013 era of LEGO Spider-Man sets. The torso is from one of the Green Army Men from Toy Story. I really like that torso because LEGO doesn't do a lot of like military-themed figures or anything, so it's a good compromise. Pop some tan hands on there to match his head, and then the legs are from Rogue One, I'm pretty sure. I think they're from like a Rebel character, but anyways, I just thought it added some cool detail. Don't really exactly remember where those legs are from, so if you do, drop a comment. We get to see the Destroyer again in this episode, which was really cool, and I had a lot of fun building this one a couple years ago for my Thor showcase, so I dug him back out. To build this, I used the torso, but it's flipped around, and legs from Cyberman from Doctor Who. He came with LEGO Dimensions, and the head is actually just a 1x1 brick, and I used some Sharpie to draw the Destroyer face on it. So it's not perfect, but it's something easy you can do, and I'm not really sure what else I would do given another option. So I like the way this turned out. And here's our big spoiler character. Wait, you can't see him? Oh, here, let me hit the grow button. There we go. It's Hank Pym. Hank Pym is my favorite comic book character and one of my favorites in the MCU, so it was crazy that he was kind of evil in this episode. Anyway, I do have to give a shout out to my pal Lego Boy 95 who suggested using the Kai-Adi-Mundi head from Lego Star Wars for Hank Pym. Then, of course, I just threw some slicked back white hair on there. The torso and legs are from Yellow Jacket, but I put some black arms on there to help make the character look a little darker. Then I added the arms from the Outriders from Lego Endgame and Infinity War to give him those arms on the back. Pretty cool. And crazy enough, we actually see Captain Marvel at the end of the episode. Even though she doesn't do much, it's always cool to see her show up. Anyways, to build this, I used the torso and face from Captain Marvel, the official LEGO minifigure. I used this hair, kind of longer hair. I think it's from Elizabeth Swann. Could come in a lot of places. I honestly don't remember. When you get so many pieces, it's hard to keep track of where everything came from. But the legs come from Spider-Man, from Homecoming, and Far From Home. So let's go ahead and zoom out, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this showcase. Alright guys, well drop a comment below and let me know what you think of these customs. Be sure to hit like and subscribe because I do customs, news, and reviews of LEGO superhero sets every single day here on my channel, so be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, you've made it to the end of the video. You should hit like and subscribe down below for more LEGO content from me because I post just about every single day. You'll be up to date on all the latest in LEGO, so why not join my community and hit subscribe now.